Hi everybody, welcome back to Vintology by Lola. I am so happy to be back, you guys. It's been a little bit of time. I feel like I feel so weird doing this video because I have nothing on my fingers and no bracelets, no rings. And I know some of you are like, well, who cares? Well, I've been wearing jewelry for forever, you guys, like fourth grade. So when I don't have it on, I almost feel like I'm naked. So if my hands seem really weird today when I'm doing this video, just bear with me, okay? So I'm being really honest. I had to have an emergency appendectomy. Let's see, Wednesday. And so they make you take off all your jewelry and everything. And just kind of being on pain pills and everything, I haven't gotten back to putting my jewelry on. So I'm going to put it on, but I'm going to wait till some more of the swelling goes down. So anyway, I'm happy to be here because I have a couple things to show you guys. I am so excited. I've been doing following some people for a while, and I decided to just put a journal down and just make some fun stuff. So I wanted to share that with you today. So this is my first or second altered tag. I don't usually do tags because I'm always like, what are you going to use them for? So I kind of do them as when I need them for something, but I don't ever have any in my stash done unless I get them as a gift or something in Happy Mail. This one, though, I had so much fun with, and there's a reason I'm showing you this. Not only is it just a digital print that I printed out free online and some Tim Holtz stuff, a little bit of lace, it just says be happy, some of my own dyed seam binding. And then I had just taken old dictionary pages and had decoupaged that on there. But the reason I'm showing you is that somebody had suggested this Yes paste. It's all-purpose stick flat glue, so it's kind of the best way. Can I even get it open, you guys? I didn't even think about opening it. I wanted to show you. Okay, so here it is, and here's what it looks like. Okay, and it is okay. So to me, I'm dating myself, but it reminds me of a clear version of what we used to use in school called paste, just school paste. The kids used to eat and stuff when they used to say don't eat paste, you could eat the paste. That's kind of what this reminds me of. But really what it's even more like, it is like the big tub full of a glue stick. So imagine if you took a glue stick, mashed it up, and put it in a container. That's what this is. This was so fun to use. Now, I'm not going to say that it's perfect because it's not, but because I use Collage Page by what is that woman's name? I can't remember her name, but anyway, I usually use Collage Page, and I use matte and glossy. And I thought I'll try this. Well, this huge tub, which is a pint, was like, I don't even think it was $12 from Amazon, and it was free shipping. And the sucker is so heavy. I mean, I'm probably never going to have to buy anything for decoupage if I use this as long as I live. But you put it on with a palette knife, and it went on like butter, like butter. And then you're supposed to be able, you let it dry for 24 hours, so it's not quick drying, so it's not something you're going to be able to just use. You're definitely going to want to know that you have time allotted to let something dry. And then you put it over it, so it's just like a decoupage medium that you could put it over it because it's a sealer. And it does take a little bit longer to dry, but it was so great to use. It's repositionable, so when you put it down, if you want to pull up your page, you can. And then I just used a bone folder and smoothed it all out and ended up putting on some Tim Holtz vintage photo. And I was just really pleased with it. But I thought, this would be kind of cool. I don't know that this comes in any other size, you guys, because when I looked at it, I thought, well, I'm going to go in full boat and buy it. So that was the deal with that. So that was my little perk for my little plug for something. I don't get paid for it, but yes, it's just called Yes Paste. And underneath it says all-purpose stick flat glue. And it was fun to work with, something different to try. Okay, so there's that. What else have I done? Okay, so I love Gail Agostinelli, and I think that's how you say her name is Agostinelli. She is just the dearest woman. I mean, I just love listening to her. She's just like, she would be your best friend. She'd be your best neighbor. She's just such a sweetheart. She was showing some stuff with Tim Holtz fabric. And remember, I had showed you I had bought some Tim Holtz fabric. So I thought before I use the Timmy stuff, I'm going to use some other stuff. So I had an old piece of a quilt that I had gotten at a garage sale, and I thought, well, I'm going to try and see how this whole thing that she said works, because you just use an envelope for the cover of your journal. You use a mailing envelope. So let me see if I can find one. I wasn't going to show one, but I guess now I'll show one. Hang on. So let me grab one. Oh, sorry, the stomach surgery is still hard to bend. So imagine using this. This is what I used for my larger ones. And I used a smaller one for the small ones. So you actually I used the Yes paste again. Smear the paste all over it. And then you put your fabric on it. And then you put, you let it dry. And then you don't put the inside piece on until you're all done quilting it. So then I took it to my machine and I quilted it. So this is the first one I did, and this is part of the quilt, and I avocado dyed it, so it's kind of got a pinky hue. So I did this, and I just went around this little flower, and then I just kind of did some squiggles and did some other little stuff. And then I put on my cover, and you can see where the glue is still, which won't make any difference because I'll have pockets and stuff in it. And so then I stitched all the way around it in a cute little decorative stitch. And then I just used pinking shears and closed it. And then when you're all done, then you fold it. Oh my gosh, it was a dream, and it was so easy. So I made a couple of them thinking, now I will have covers for journals when I want them. So I did this one in blue. I did this one in green, and this one I just did a straight scissors. Same inside. Then I took it to do Timmy's. And Timmy's did turn out really well, you guys. I really like this. So this is part of his menagerie. Is that it? Is that it? I can't remember if that's the name of it. Memorandum. I'm sorry. That was his, this is his memorandum fabric, and he's got paper to go with it, which I did find the pad, so I bought that too. But so I thought it'd be fun to do the pad in here, but I haven't done anything with it yet. Everything has been kind of off kilter after you go in and you're just thinking you have just like a little side ache or something, and you're in the emergency for 6 hours, and they say, no, I'm sorry, you're the winner today. You get the appendicitis and you're gonna have surgery. Yeah, although I did get really good care, you guys. So anyway, so I haven't really gotten to do anything else with these, except this is it. And then I quilted this, and I took Gail's suggestion, and she said, put a pocket in, and before you finish quilting it and everything, you needed to put the pocket in. So I did a pocket here, and then I stitched it here and stitched it at the bottom when I went all the way around. So this is cute. This is like a school one with the multiplication tables, lots of threads. This one I love. This is like the yummiest, and these are pen tips. And I just went and did the straight lines, which is what Gail kind of suggested, is that you just follow the lines on here because it's collage paper. And so you don't need to do any great pattern or anything. And it does, it just works out well. And then here's the inside, and it's coordinating fabric. And then I did a pocket with vintage rickrack. So those turned out great. Thank you, Gail. That was a great idea with the envelopes and then using the fabric. I loved it. And then to have a stash of them, so when you're ready to do a junk journal, you've already got the cover done, and I have so much Timmy stuff that that's going to be perfect. All right, what's the next thing? Oh, okay, so then I went to, and I saw someone, Altered Studios, and her name's Monica Taylor, and she had shown how to take film 35 millimeter slides and turn them into just darling little embellishments for your junk journals. Well, that I went berserk. I went berserk with that. I just went berserk with that, you guys, and loved it. Absolutely loved it. And all I'm gonna say is that it was great, except that if you have to get film, if you have to get the slides like I did, I am the most impatient person when it comes to stuff in the mail. I mean, if I could have driven somewhere and gotten them, I would have. So I don't have very many slides. I ended up buying like 20 of them online or something, and I'm waiting because I think in my art room the old art teacher had a bunch of them. So when I get back into my school, I'm going to check to see. But these were so cute. The only thing that I did that was different from hers, she actually laid fabric on it. She used an X-Acto knife and cut out the square and everything. And I thought, oh no, that's great, but I am not going to do that. So what did I do? I took Timmy's, love Timmy. I took his new fabric tape. It's like washi. It's really washi fabric tape is what it is. And it's really great. It's got a little bit of stretch, a little bit of give. And I decided that I was going to use that. And then I have some other Tim Holtz. And I just used this when I got this on clearance. I don't even remember. Was that? I don't even remember. Oh, I got it at Joann's, I think. And he's got a wider tape. So this works really, really well. And you just take a piece and you do it just like you were going to do a book. So I put it on here and lined it up exactly where the square inside square starts. So it's just a blank one. You take out the actual film strip, take it out, and then I put it on, and then I clipped the corners like I was going to fold it in. Then I folded it in, and then I fold the other piece down. And that is all I did for all 4 sides. And it worked out with every single washi tape I did, okay? And then I found his films. It was funny. He's got the photo booth pictures, which are perfect for the slides. They're just like they were made for him. So I just chose to do a little bit of those, and then each one was a little different. This one I put he is too curious. I thought that'd be good, like for a spy junk journal or something. It'd be really cool to do a guy one that was more detective-like or something. So, and this is the detective, kind of, you know how you make up your own stories, because I always say it's Adopt a Family, all those Tim Holtz pictures. And then I just put some buttons on it. This one, I did the fabric tape, and I, in Tim's new, his new journal, not journal, his new, I wanted to make this a quick video, but you know I talk too much, you guys. His new clipping sticker book, he's got this one. I bought this. Do you know what I love about it? Every single page has people's names on it. So it's got Adeline, and they're all on the, so when you look at them, look down the sides, because that's where the names are. So there's Adeline, and here's Louise, and let's see if there's anyone else on this page. No, but every page has boys and girls' names. So you can choose to name your people, which I just think is great. I already used Virginia because she is, as far as I was concerned, she was Virginia. So I just named her Virginia, and this is an old mother of pearl button that I cut the shank off and then folded down the little pieces. I don't even know what those are. And so I made that one, and then this one, oh, I just love this one. So this is the flower one. That's this tape with this. And then I put her eyes were shining. And then I put a piece of cut up doily on the back, and then I just put a vintage button and some lace. And so she is completely, these are completely ready to go. So how did I use them? I mean, you know, that's the question. How are you going to use them? Well, I then went back to Gail's channel because she had other yummy stuff. And so I thought, okay, what am I going to do now? She's always got something she's showing you. And I thought I needed to do something where I don't have to sit for a long period of time, but something I can do. So I took these and I made her large, invisible, embellished paper clips. Now, would you ever guess that this was a paper clip, you guys? Okay, I'm just telling you, best idea ever. I know there are other people who have done it, but hers were so cute. And her measurements were 3 by 6 for the outside and 2.5 by 5 for the 2.5 by 5 for the inside piece and 3 by 6 for the outside. So these are pretty chunky. I mean, these are definitely going to be bigger embellished paper clips. These are not going to be something you're just going to put on something small like a card. But I think these would be great as Happy Mail. This would be great to put inside of, just if you just want to do one little thing for someone and you want to stick it in a card, it is great. So it doesn't look like anything that terrific, does it? Here's the cool thing. Take it like this. You just do like this. And it is a paper clip. Okay, how great is that? How cute is that? Now, she did decorate both sides, and I thought, because I really went to town and embellished mine. I'll show you a couple that I made. So I just love this idea. So I did this one, and this is all Timmy stuff. So this is an old collar that I cut apart. all Timmy stuff. And this is Lucy, and Lucy gets this. I did not embellish the slide for Lucy because I put on these little things and a door, and I just thought this was so cute. And then the number 5 in Roman numerals, it's copper. So it's kind of heavy. It's got a little girth. So there's that one. There's this one that I did that turned out so cute, and hers just says a sweet story. And I had the old plastic pieces that Timmy uses, and then you use glossy accents, and I used the photo booth girls and boys. I had some really small different colored roses from Wild Orchid Crafts, and I took one of Timmy's little embellishments, and I used some lace and some more hand-dyed seam binding, and that's the back of that one. And I'm going to wait to show you my favorite one. Okay, and then I did the bridal one, and this one turned out really, really cute. I found this bride years ago online, and I have probably 5 or 6 different sizes of this girl. So I was just going through some stuff. Happened to have this clock, and this is a Tim butterfly and an old mother of pearl button. This is Timmy. This is more of that collar. And then these are different flowers from Wild Orchid. And so this one just says happy dreams come true. And I thought this would be really, really pretty for a bridal journal, or if you're sending a bridal card and someone was keeping all of their information for their wedding. Would that not be cute in a journal, you guys? If you were a bride and you were keeping all of your information and somebody gave you this. Of course, I love the old stuff, so for me it would be like, yep. And sometimes they don't want to work all the way, so you kind of got to play with it. Like this one is, yeah, see, this one is stuck. Okay, so you just have to remember, like I did not go in there afterwards, and you just want to make sure that your pieces are not glued together. So once they're done, you just go like that, and then you're just gonna stick it in there like that, and there it works again. And then there's that piece right there. So there you have the bride one. But I took my absolutely favorite picture, which are these 2 flapper girls. I love these girls. This is like my absolute favorite flapper one. The 2 who are laughing so hard. And I just put on some old lace. I cut them out like a silhouette of them, no background, and then put the truest of my friends because I thought they're so cute. And then I took some more flowers and put those on there, just the teeny ones. One of Tim's old tickets, he used to have old tickets that said words, and I put play on there, and then some hand-dyed seam binding up there. And I just love this one. And this one would be for any girlfriend that you have, I think would be darling. Okay, so that's what I did with those, and then that's how you got to see how I used the slide, even though I didn't decorate the slide. Okay, so there's that. So I did that. Then, let's see. Oh, then someone was showing these, and I could not remember who I got this from because I've had these done for a while. But I took, when I had my sewing machine out and I had Timmy's fabric, I decided to make little envelopes out of fabric. And I saw this online, so this is not my idea. But I took some of my quilting fabric, and then I took some of my vintage lace. And these were from scrapbooking, like from Michael's. And I want to say they had foam on the back, so I peeled the foam off. But then I put Velcro on them, and they're little pockets. And I thought they would be so cute tucked into a pocket with like a special note. Maybe this is what you put your note in for the person you're giving the junk journal to. So I made this one, I made the blue one, I made the I Love Paris one. This is Timmy's fabric, and that was actually a brad I broke off the back and glued it on. And then this is more of that vintage quilt that I had. I made little ones with just mother of pearl buttons and lace, and again I just used Velcro to close them. And this one was just Donna Little sends out all these cute little flower things when you, well, not always, but I buy stuff from Donna Little, her antique lace and stuff. And I have a whole bunch of these little things she calls spiders. And it just happened to go really well with a mother of pearl button in there. And I just thought that was so cute. Like I said, you could put tickets in there. You could put a little note in there. I think they'd be really cute to stick into the journal with the note of like how you came up with the idea, or why you made it, or even why you gave it as a gift to the person. So anyways, I did that. Lastly, I was at Lovely Lavender Wishes, and she was doing envelope flips, and I needed something for a journal I'm working on, which I'll give you a sneak peek. Here's my journal I'm working on. This one's 1945. I'll just show you the front page. Here's the front page. I have more done, but I won't show you the rest of it until I'm done with it. So this is what I'm working on now, okay? But I wanted something a little bit different, and I wanted a small picture of my couple that I was working on. So here is another one of my slides and how I used it. And this one says they were perfectly happy. And I just love that. And I put some stuff on it. But she has a great tutorial on how to do an envelope flip with just plain envelopes. And she makes it perfectly clear that you can use any size envelope. So I'm going to show you. I made this one and I made this one. So this is the same exact pattern to make them, just with different envelopes. So she shows you, and I decoupaged. I kind of got into doing the decoupage once I bought the Yes paste. And she actually, I don't think she had a big button, and she did the figure 8. And I made some of the buttons. I made these. I cut them out with my hole punch, and I did like 4 or 5 of them, glued them together, and then put the paper on there. But I didn't like it. It wasn't right. So I said, forget that. So I decided to go with just I put an eyelet in, and then I used my seam binding, and then I put a little garment pin with a heart, and then it says happily, the little charm for them, and then there they are, the little couple. And I happened to have music that said the wedding march. So I was thrilled. I was like, oh, that's perfect. So I tore it all apart and decoupaged this thing. And then, it's funny though, I have to tell you that I still believe it's dried and dried and dried, but it's still kind of tacky or sticky or something. I'm not sure about that. If someone knows something about that, I mean, let me know. But then I put up a cardboard heart on it, and I put some seam binding, and I just wanted it to be a cute little collage on the front. So then you open it up, and like I said, it's still kind of sticky. It's funny. It doesn't stick together and rip or anything. It just kind of sticks together. So I went through and did all music, and so then you have a pocket here and a pocket here, and I haven't filled them yet. And then this one flips over, and you have a pocket. And I guess I put something in this one. Oh, yeah. So I went online, and I was looking for old marriage certificates to go with this. And I was like, oh, I didn't really like anything I saw. So I went on Pinterest, and there were pictures of them. And they weren't copyrighted or anything. And so I printed them out. Check out this one, you guys. Holy matrimony. Gorgeous. And I printed it out on old typing paper. So it's like really old and crunchy. And then I just took Tim Holt's vintage photo and vintaged up the whole thing. So I did both sides. So it really looks like an old marriage certificate. And I thought, oh, wouldn't that be fun? So then you can stick that right in there. And then I was looking, I thought it'd be fun to do baptismal ones if you were doing a baptism, junk journal or something for a baby. Then you could look online for vintage certificates, and either you can print them out yourself, like buy them, or like I did, which I looked around and I really didn't like anything. And then I found that one, I fell in love with it and said, I'm just going to print it because it wasn't copyrighted or anything. So there's that. So that is great if you want to go over to Lovely Lavender's Wishes. That's great. And then this was just a small one, so I was just playing around with a different size envelope. And this is like old leather. It's like leather lace or something I had, and I just wanted to finish it so I could show you guys. So I just slapped it on there. But I did the same thing, except I used dictionary pages, and I used small envelopes. And so it's the same thing. So you've got this one, and you've got this one, and you've got this one, and then you just fold it up. And I just did another I was just on a roll. I had all the Tim Holtz stuff out, so I just used it. And then this is from my Porch Designs, her little words and her tags. And then I just put a little piece of seam binding on there to make it look really old and pressed. And then I just I flattened out a metal flower and pressed that on there. And then there's a piece of fabric behind it. So that is what I have been up to, you guys. I know it was supposed to be short, but I wanted to share everything with you. I was so excited. And because I remembered to get everybody's names so that I could say, oh, I don't remember where I got it. I got them all, you guys, this time. Score for me. Okay, we are at 930 people. We have got to get up to 1,000 so I can do my giveaway. I found a couple more things for my giveaway too, you guys. I was going through some old stuff, and I found I had a huge roll of these vintage tickets. I mean, like an entire roll of these tickets. They're gray and they're super old. Then I found that I had old markers for bingo, old Coca-Cola things. These things, which someone was selling for like $3 for a set of 4, I don't know, and so I put those in there. I have real wooden checkers. I have Scrabble tiles, and I found these too. Timmy has these, but I have original ones. Wash and return pure fresh buttermilk bottles daily, and I put those in there. So I have a whole little bag of those goodies that are going into the giveaway. So I thought that would be fun for my junk journaling friends. And because I think right now, it looks like there's going to be 3 or 4 prizes. Then I decided that I would go through some of my hankies, and I put some hankies in there. And then I found old rickrack that I had that I don't even know where I got it from, you guys. So I split it and put some on here. This is yellow and black, and it looks like it's been stitched. And this is pink, white, and it's got the black stitching. This one is so cute. Look at this one. It's white and pink, and then it's got gold through it. And these are old. I've never even seen these in the store anywhere ever. And then I decided, you know what, I will part with a couple of my old clothespins. A friend of mine gave me all her mother's vintage clothespins. So I put them on each on clothespins. So that will be another part of the giveaway. And let's see, what else do I have to tell you? Well, oh, I have a little bag of goodies in here. I found this little bag too that I had. I don't even know. Somebody gave me these. These are all old vintage bags. So I stuck those in there. Somebody I know's father used to work at a root beer company. And so she gave me a box of the original caps that they used to put on the root beer. And they actually have cork in them, and they've never been used, and they're gold. And so I put a dozen of those in a bag. So that'll be a part of the giveaway too. That's all going in the giveaway. And let's see, what else did I find, you guys? Oh, well, every time I talk to you, I'll show you what else I found. Oh, I did find something Timmy I don't use, believe it or not. And that's this one, this stencil. I don't even know if you can buy it anymore. It is the measured one. So I'm putting that into my challenge giveaway too. So I have got a couple goodies, and there's more stuff in my box, but I won't be showing it all at once. So it'll be a little bit. So if you haven't subscribe, because you have to be subscribed to my channel to be part of the giveaway. As soon as I hit, I think I'm going to say 975, then I'm going to give the instructions for the 1K giveaway, and we can start it. So that is about all for now, you guys. I know I've been very chatty. Thank you for stopping by. And I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for everyone out there with all your great ideas. I have had a blast trying them all. So until later, I will talk to you soon. And you guys, we are off. Minnesota's off lockdown on Monday. So I'm hitting the thrift stores if I feel good enough. If not, my husband may tell me I can't, because I will only be 5 days post-op. But if I can, I'm out of here. All right. So until later, take care. Bye.